Alright, so what's up, y'all? This the guy with the dog. Y'all probably done seen me around the city with this dude on my shoulder. Some folks then came up and asked me questions. Some people be nervous. Some people be like, oh, what's going on with that dude? First off, let me just say this. Yes, I do have my issues just like everybody else, and he's the reason that I'm still able to function the way that I function. I have no problem with people engaging with me as long as they do it in a respectful manner. Because quite frankly, I'm not a social person. I don't like people, but I don't go around starting shit. I don't start shit, but I don't take no shit either. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say this. Everybody knows about the recent food stamp crisis and SNAP crisis going on and whatnot. People giving their feedback on certain things. However, if you have, let me just put it to you like this. So there was this girl on this post talking about she needed formula, right? She had WIC, used up all her WIC, used up all her formula, went back to WIC to go ask for more. They said no, so then she's going in a Facebook group asking people to help with milk. That's no problem. My thing is like this. How you gonna have the audacity to go ask the government for more when they said we already limited as it is, and then want to go on and beg people who in the same struggle as you, and then try to use a sob story of, oh, well, I didn't ask this guy to nothing me and blah, blah, blah. First of all, nobody asked you to volunteer all that information. You said what you said, that's fine, but don't come on here begging. I have no issue with people needing assistance because we all need assistance. But to be begging and then to put on an extra sob story to manipulate people is where I got an issue at. How do you post online that you tell a dude that you with, not to none of you, he nuts in you, you say you can't 86 the baby when you had 9 months to do that whole abortion process. I'm personally not for abortion, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So you're you passively saying that this dude raped you and gave you a kid because you didn't want the baby and you told him not to nut in you, but you kept it anyway? All of these things going on. And my stance is this. I have medical issues. I have other issues in which I'm in therapy for. I extend the grace that I want given to me. But as a man, we don't get no respite. We don't get no out. We don't get a chance to express our grievances and frustrations because it's always turned around and weaponized against us. Now, here's my thing. Women always want to act all this, oh, I don't need no man, da 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 da. All this, now the shit done changed. The same dudes that you were shitting on, you need to help you support your household, but you didn't want him there. And we not supposed to be angry at this. We not supposed to feel some type of way about this. Now, let me say this to all the men out there that are frustrated and angry. You have every right and every reason to be. You just have to go about using it effectively and using it in a manner that's not going to put you in jail or locked up or in the hospital, because that's exactly what motherfuckers want. And saying the truth is very harsh. And a lot of people don't like harsh truths because they're comfortable, being fed that lie. That sweet lie that just is oh so good. But that truth that you really want, you ain't ready to swallow that bitter ass pill. People want to go posting me and my picture on Facebook because of my stance on certain things. Ladies, physically mature adult females, because women don't do this, don't go around having sex with dudes because you think you could change them or you was just hot and heavy for a few minutes and then don't want to deal with the repercussions and the responsibilities that come 9 months after. Put it to you like this. Oh, well, he came and he did this. Look, ladies, y'all have the ability to bear life. Case in point, a man could want to have sex with you as much as he want, but he can't have sex with you unless you grant him access to you. So that means you have the garden. And if you have the garden and you decide you want to let somebody into your garden and they fuck your garden up, yes, they are guilty of doing the damage that they've done, but ultimately it falls back on you because you let them in. Okay? So as much as folks want to talk about accountability and responsibility, understand the consequences of the things that you do. And this goes for me too. I'm not perfect. I'm dealing with consequences now with shit that I did. I'm not angry about it. I've made peace with it. And a lot of people need to make peace with their things too. And just because you make peace with something doesn't mean you still can't be angry. You just got to be smart about it. You know? That's it. So yeah, this from the guy with the dog, who y'all see on the train all the time, probably seeing me on YouTube, probably seeing me on TV. You know, my name is Jack. This is Pluto. Like I said, I have no problem engaging with folks. I'm not really a social person. I like to stay to myself because I have my own things that I deal with. I'm not going to get in all of that here. But this is just a brief notion. A brief notion of who I am and my stance on certain things. And as far as the men's mental health aspect of it and how we deal with this struggle and everything, we can't necessarily go in these groups and ask for the same help that these females can go and beg for certain things. I'm not talking about the single moms who actually need assistance. I'm talking about the ones who trying to manipulate and pretend to be something that they're not. Because even in these groups with these single moms asking for formulas, what if there's a single dad out there whose mom, who egg donor ran out and he got to go take care of the kids and he went in there and go said something? Nah, y'all not going to give him that grace. Y'all going to tell him to man up and go find a way. So with that said, I say that to y'all physically mature adult females out here having kids and don't want to deal with the responsibilities and want to alienate and weaponize it, man up. Hope y'all hear.